that owns this town.
Oh, I need all pesos, want it all. Case closed, I go browse to the wild, to the...
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory out on that field. It's the Cowboys going up against the Browns. So let's get out to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Cody Parkey now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. This is taken at the 3. Oh, nice move. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. As the Cowboys take the field, they're led out by the AP Offensive Rookie of the Year, and that's Dak Prescott. And while that's a great award, he had a great season. For Cowboy fans, the season ended shy of where they wanted to, but still a lot for them to build on going forward.
And as time goes on, I think those Cowboy fans will reflect on the season. And when you look back at the game that they lost, when they lost to Green Bay in the playoffs, you realize Dak Prescott played really well in that game. So that's got to give them a lot of hope going forward. But I thought the best moment so far in the offseason outside of winning the Super Bowl, Dak Prescott winning the Rookie of the Year award and saying Ezekiel Elliott should have half of this award.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, 74 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
If we had $1 for every time we heard a team talk about explosive plays and how valuable they are, we probably wouldn't have to work very much. And we just saw a big one there. And then they tried to go explosive again, going for 2.
Yeah, is that a little too risky, you think? Just kick the extra point?
You know, I'm all about getting points. And if I feel good about my kicker, I go ahead and do that. But with that ball at the 2-yard line, going for 2, I think it's awfully tempting for teams nowadays.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man is Mario Alford. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Cleveland comes out on offense, and we focus in on RG3, Robert Griffin III, who last year got injured in Week 1, wound up only making 5 starts. Obviously, the Browns struggled, Charles. What is his future? What is Robert Griffin III's future now?
To be determined in 2017 and really in the off-season of 2017. Totally healing up from the injuries he had in 2016 season. Adapting again to another offensive coordinator, another quarterback coach. But his head coach, Hugh Jackson, who does call the plays, he's still there in Cleveland. Second year there, this is Robert Griffin III's best opportunity to be a starting quarterback for a full season in the NFL.
Let's meet the offensive starters, and let's discuss Corey Coleman, first wide receiver drafted out of last year's class.
And there was a reason for that. When you watched his tape, when you watched his games, you saw his explosiveness and ability to play the ball in the air downfield. Don't get hung up on the fact he only ran 4 routes at Baylor. Just coach him up and turn him loose.
Hey. 4 down.
Now Griffin on second down. Deep drop. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. And now the defense for Dallas.
Justin Durant doesn't get mentioned very often in conversation, but at the end of every game, he's made a lot of tackles. Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. And he finds Barnage. He's got it. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. A 1st down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
There's no sense in dancing around it. Not a lot of bright spots to talk about in Cleveland this year. But I think Isaiah Crowell, the running back, he's a guy we got to keep an eye on in the future. Short of 1,000 yards, but it's hard for him to get enough carries to get there.
Yeah, but he was healthy, started all 16 games. Coach Hugh Jackson, though, said it was his goal to get him to 1,000. You're right, though, just shy of that at 952.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. First down, Prescott. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he'll throw deep left side. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. This offensive unit today, they're going to need Dez.
A full combo plate. Size, speed, toughness, not to mention incredible aggressiveness going and getting the football.
second down. Prescott again. He's going to let it go again. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
You have to love Jamie Collins. You can use him just about anywhere on the defense. Inside linebacker, outside linebacker, defensive end. He might even play a little bit of safety if you give him the chance.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. They'll come out in the pistol. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So 2nd and 10 here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's third down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will make our score 9-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And as the Cleveland Browns come back out onto the field, they'll get going again on offense here in a second. But 1-15 this last year. And it's a franchise that since moving back to Cleveland in '99 has only been to the playoffs 1 time.
Hard to believe, right? Just 2 winning seasons in that time frame
only 2
as well. But I think there's optimism to be had here in Cleveland. I think that the fans, it's tough for them to see it after another 1-15 season. But I think that they have a plan in place to move this franchise forward. Ownership, front office, head coach, all in lockstep together with a vision and a plan that they intend to execute.
They come out here in the eye. Again, it's Crowell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Griffin, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One quarter down. 9-0 our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. One man in the backfield, Elliott. To throw is Prescott. He's going to sling this. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, 58 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they just went 4 verts there against cover 2, didn't they?
They did, and it's really an excellent route versus cover 2 because the longer it develops, the more stress is put on the safeties because they're the ones back, each with half the field responsibilities. The corners don't retreat very far in cover 2. They're closer to the line of scrimmage. So now you've got 4 receivers putting pressure on 2 guys covering. Usually you'll find someone open, and that's exactly what they did there. Made the catch and carried it all the way into the end zone.
1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12. And the Browns getting set to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. That second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Griffin now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That time they were looking for the former Auburn Tiger, Ricardo Lewis. And 4th down coming up. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 23. Whoosh. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do. But guess what? In the huddle, on the sidelines, guaranteed he's thanking those big guys up front for keeping him safe. I have a feeling he may even buy dinner.
Indeed, entertaining to relive some of those deep balls. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. He sets to fire deep. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant, 57 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And out of bounds there on the kick.
Automatic 1st down.
And Griffin gives to Crowell. And some space here. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 50 yards. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now Griffin on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And how about what Pryor did this year on a 1-15 team? 77 catches, over 1,000 yards. And we saw what an athlete he can be. We saw that in college, but, man, he can do a lot.
And now he wants to be a wide receiver, and I think that's where the difference was, because you mentioned him being an athlete. He still wanted to be a quarterback, so he's resistant to making the move out wide. And now that he's doing it and doing it on a regular basis, I think this is the baseline of numbers we can come to expect from Terrell Pryor. Well, you're going to have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't.
And it's caught by Hawkins. Touchdown, Cleveland. Andrew Hawkins from 4 yards out. And the Browns get a score closer. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And that makes it 23-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Prescott to throw it. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. More from Cleveland after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Second down here after the incomplete pass. On second down, Prescott again. Backing up. He's going to go up top again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Bailey now for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Griffin gives to Crowell on the draw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
On 3rd down, Griffin surveying the field. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And it's fielded at the 34. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys add on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point try by Bailey. And the lead is now an even 30. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense and said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Gary Barnage, the intended receiver. Little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline that's kind kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have two with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less culture shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition that still is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium, essentially, for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously, trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played one season as such.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have two remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Oh, spinning away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I know you call the play-by-play, but you know your ball. If I throw these numbers at you, all right, 6 yards shy of 2,000 of total yards from scrimmage for a rookie running back. What do you think?
Sounds like me in high school.
Sounds like you doing it, right?
It's really fascinating at what he was able to do. The thing for me, though, he did that as a rookie. Where do you go from here? I mean, can you keep going up from those numbers your sophomore campaign?
I think that you can. He's had examples of that preceding him in the NFL. Some guys who are in the Hall of Fame right now. Remember, he had 16 total touchdowns because it's not just his ability to run it. He can catch it out of the backfield as well. No one plays harder than this guy does, down in and down out. I think he's just going to keep getting better.
Cowboys on 2nd and 7. Prescott's going to find his mark, and he's gone as he sprints into the end zone. Cowboys up now by 16. Now 1st and 10. The quick pass and completion is made, and this will go as a touchdown. Browns have it early in the second. That pushes the lead to 23. They'll go with the run. Continuing on the drive, Hawkins the target here, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. Browns down now by 16. Down to late in the second. Prescott's deep pass will be completed, and after the long pass, he'll score. Still late in the first half, the Cowboys push the lead to 23.
All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half two. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it, and they've run it well here to start the second half.
They keep it with Crowell on first. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
To throw is RG3. And Barnage has it on the right side. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun on third down, Griffin out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
They'll look to set up his blockers. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Hey, we got three. Come on, let's go.
A give to Elliott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Check me out. We got three down. Come on, let's go.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Heavy. Watch the backfield. Let's go.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jason Witten, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Cowboys now. They're just hoping for more of the same. Last time they forced the punt that led to a score.
They flipped the field, essentially, and that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone, and that's exactly what they accomplished.
Yeah, they accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go-around? They begin with a run by Crowell, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Three-quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
When teams take shots at the end zone, You got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Prescott now. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Prescott. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. The return now by Alford. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Getting set to go here, Isaiah Crowell and the offense trot back out there. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
This is complete to Hawkins. It's a gain of 24 that time, and it'll give the Browns a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Griffin. Complete to Barnage. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 2nd down, here's Griffin. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. On third down, Griffin. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They come out here in the eye. Prescott on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll throw on first down with Griffin. He's got time, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him for a loss of 5. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. On second down, Griffin. He's got time. Going underneath for Crowell. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is RG3. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Parkey's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. They come up in an offset eye. Now Prescott. He's going to take another shot here. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Throwing, Prescott, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Prescott to throw on fourth. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, 46 yards. And the Cowboys add on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Griffin on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target, and it's third down. They'll come out in the pistol. Play fake to Johnson. Now here's Griffin. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. One man in the backfield, Elliott. He'll get the football here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Here we go. What? 90.
And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. And, folks, this is a 60. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.